Hey, welcome into the broadcast. We're at Purple's Gym on the campus of Bowling Green High School for the District 14 Championship. The Dragons against the Purples. Joining me tonight, I got my regular partner back, Ryan Cummings. How you doing?
Hey now, doing well.
Good to see you, pal.
Good to be out.
You've been out of town all week, ain't you?
Yeah, had to actually get a little work done this week.
I hear you. Well, Ryan, coming into this ball game, we got some interesting stats. They mirror image of each team. With the Dragons, 7-1 in the district. That's the regular season. They've won their last 7. They're 9-1 in their last 10. They're averaging about 69 points a game, giving up 60. Now, what about the Purples?
Tell you what, the Purples are almost mirror image stats. Won their last 7 as well. 7-1 is the district. You know, they both tied. Bowling Green won.
Yes.
The coin toss there and ended up being the 1 seed. They've been 9-1 at home this season. They only lost to the Dragons.
Right.
Coming in, won 7 in a row, 9-1 in their last 10, averaging almost 72 points a game, giving up only 62. It should be a good ball game tonight.
It really should. Bowling Green's last loss was to us here on January 28th.
Right.
But the thing is, if you look at this series over the last several years, it's been about every other one.
Yeah, especially the last 2 years. Especially since Shane Bohannon. Shane Bohannon came in. Him and George Spann have really had some battles, and it's almost a toss-up when these two teams meet at this point.
Well, the last 6 meetings are exactly 3-3.
Right.
If you go the year prior, Central had the advantage that year.
Correct.
The 08-09 year, they were 2-1, but then the year before that, Bowling Green had the advantage 2-1.
Right.
So I mean, this thing is cut right down the middle, and it ought to be a great game, hopefully. But I always think about what. The last game, my son did the halftime with us.
Right.
He told me if you want to see great basketball, a lot of times this ain't the game.
Yeah, a lot of times, both teams are kind of looking forward to that trip to the regional tournament up there at Diddle Arena. And, historically, just in the last couple of years, the district tournament finals has not always been a well-played basketball game. It's kind of a slot fest almost. But, there's got to be a winner, and both teams want to win this game. But, this isn't as important as that first game. They're not as prepared.
That's right.
They don't have as much time leading into the game to prepare for their opponent.
Right.
Although these two teams know each other very well, so it should be an interesting matchup tonight.
It should be. We're about 5-6 minutes away from the tip. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in a moment with 14th District Championship basketball. welcome back to Purple Gym. Just under a minute to go. We're getting a little static in there now, aren't we?
A little fuzzy.
Let's see. There we go. There we go. Well, I don't know. Hopefully the static will go away as we go. The introduction of the players is coming. I'm sure they'll have a national anthem. And we'll be back with 14 District Championship basketball in a moment. All right, welcome back to Purple's Gym. The Dragons are going to start like this. Number 1, senior guard, Jordan Shanklin. Number 2, the senior forward, Vic Smith. Number 3, the senior guard, Cortez Barber. And number 4, the senior forward, George Fant. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Dragons is number 25, the junior guard, Darvin Hosel. We're getting the starters for Bowling Green. They're going to go as follows. Number 10, the senior guard, Darius Clement.
Looks like Disney starting.
Yeah. Also starting, number 24, the senior guard, Austin Disney. And number 20, the senior forward, Peter May. Number 21, guard/forward, the big man in the middle for Bowling Green, the senior, number 21, Shane Buchanan. And rounding it out will be the junior guard, number 22, Quentin Hollis. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to do the national anthem. We'll be back in a moment. Jim. Boy, it's loud behind us, isn't it, right?
It really is. Both student sections seem to be fired up tonight.
Yes, they do, and I hope it stays that way the entire night.
I suspect that it will.
Well, the last time the Dragons come into Purple's gym was a big 21-point victory.
Yeah, the Dragons really seemed to set the tone early that game, which was much different, from the previous meeting. So
yes, you're right about that.
Both meetings have been almost exactly the opposite. So the first few minutes of this game will be very interesting to see which team kind of jumps out ahead.
Absolutely. The two big guys in the middle, George Fant for Warren Central, and number 21, Shane Behannon for the Purples will jump it. Ball in the air. Controlled by Bowling Green, Peter May. Off to Disney, right side, fakes the jumper, back to Darius Clement, guarded by Donovan Hosel. Over to Geegan, down in the corner to Disney, long three, no good. Peter May knocked it out, be Warren Central's ball. Looks like Austin Disney coming out early, firing for the Purples. George Fant brings it up. Over to Cortez Barber, top of the key. Donovan Hosel has it right side, guarded by Disney. Down in the Fant at the 3 line. Dribbles in, loses it, gets it back off the window. No good. Peter May pulls the rebound.
Looked like he kind of lost it going up there and never really got control back.
Yes, he got a walk call to Peter May. This is good defense by Behannon. He knocked it loose.
Yep,
kind of caused it, got him out of rhythm.
George made a nice move to get by him, but Behannon got his hands in there and got a hand on the ball.
Cortez Barber brings it up, guarded by Darius Clement. Double team now by May, goes right around him to Vic Smith. Smith down in the Fant, puts up the jumper, no good. Rebound, Vic Smith. Donovan Hosel gets it, lays it up, and good. The Dragons draw first blood, 2-0 Warren Central. That's a good offensive board by Vic Smith.
Yeah, it really was.
They break Central's press. Behannon has it. Over to Austin Disney. Puts it off the window. And good. 2-2. Cortez Barber in the paint. Kicks it out to Donovan Hosel. Over to Fant. Long three. No good. Austin Disney runs it down for the Purples. Darius Clement goes all the way in. Short. George Fant with the rebound, and we're running. Dumps it in the Fant, no good. I don't know why Vic didn't shoot that.
Yeah, he had a shot and laid it off to Fant, but that allowed the defense to catch up there.
Nice spin move, no good. Rebound, Vic Smith. Gets it out to Donovan Hosel, pulls up for the jumper. No good, goes over the top of the backboard.
Well, just kind of like we talked about, both teams coming out a little erratic and, not really a lot going on the offensive end.
The game moving very quickly. Peter May, he's going to lose it out of bounds. Not a bad decision by Disney.
Yeah, he really left him with nowhere to go. Even if he would have caught that ball, he was going to be out of bounds, so.
Cortez Barber will inbound for the Dragons, right in front of the 1340 table. Gets it into Vic Smith, guarded by Peter May. Kicks it over to Cortez Barber. Dribbles in, still dribbling. Loses the handle, gets it back. Good defense played by both teams in early going.
Yeah,
2-2 score.
Bowling Green really trying to keep the ball out of Jordan Shanklin's hands, it seems like.
Jordan hadn't had a shot yet.
There he is with the ball now.
Almost looked like a block. Three-pointer. No good. Rebound, Fant. Lays it in. Good offensive work by George Fant.
Yeah, he went right around the block out by Behannon and got to the rim and got the rebound.
Peter May puts it off the glass and good. Double team, they get it off to Fant. He's going to drive in. He's going to draw the foul.
Looks like that'll be on Bohannon. Reaching in.
Boy, you don't see that too often.
No, they seem to get the obvious ones, but that was definitely one of those.
Yeah, he got the block. And they're over there discussing it as we speak. First free throw up and good for Donovan Hazel. The Dragons take an early 5-4 lead. 4:41 to go, first quarter. Second shot coming for Donovan. Ball in the air. Going to be short. Rebound Barber. Nice offensive rebound by Cortez Barber. Donovan Hazel has it. Going to go all the way in. Puts it off the glass and good. Goes right over the big man and lays it in for two.
Yeah, he picked up that first foul. He didn't look as aggressive trying to block a shot there.
7-4 lead, Warren Central. Deegan has it. Long three. No good. Rebound, George Fant. Shanklin off and running. Kicks over to Cortez Barber. Off the glass and good. 9-4 Warren Central.
Nice pass there by Shanklin.
Wow. We got steps called on Shane Bohannon.
Good defense there by Fan on Bohannon.
They got one of the scoreboards behind the other one. There it is. 9-4 Warren Central by 5. Just under 4 minutes to go here, first quarter. Donovan Hazel puts it off the glass. No good. Rebound, Fant. He's fouled, lays it up, but won't go. I'll tell you what, Ryan, in the early going, it looks like Central wants it a little bit more.
I'll tell you what, Donovan Hasel's impressed me. He's taking the ball right at Bohannon. Three trips in a row as he's touched the ball, and that one looked like it was going to go in as well and kind of spun out, and Fant was able to corral the rebound.
Yes, he was. First shot for George Fant, ball in the air, and good. Well, you know, he is the state champ, high jump champ.
Yeah, he really is. He ought not to be afraid to go in.
Get on up there, can he? He's a high riser. An early 6-point lead for the Dragons, 10-4 at the 3:49 mark, first quarter. Second shot coming for George Fant. Was able to hit the first one. Second one in the air. Bounces it in. 11-4, Warren Central. We got a substitution. We got Bledsoe and Norman Johnson Jr. in for the Dragons. In Nay Walker. Deegan down into Bohannon. Guarded by Fant. Puts it up. Good. Good defense.
Yeah.
Great shot by Bohannon.
Yeah, nice move. He made a quick move and had a little bit of an opening and made a nice shot there in the lane.
For Bowling Green, Tyson Halcomb comes in.
That's Walker.
No good. Rebound was Bledsoe. Was it Bledsoe or Fant?
Yeah, it was Bledsoe.
Bledsoe missed the putback. Bohannon on the move. No good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up and good, and he draws a foul. Who's that foul on it? They're not even putting the fouls on the board. There we go.
Bledsoe there.
Bledsoe will draw his first. Bohannon at the line shooting one. Trying to cut the lead to 2. No good. Rebound, Big Smith. Out to Nay Walker. He'll bring it across the timeline. Guarded by Scooter Hollis. Kicks it all the way to Norman Johnson Jr. Looked like he won to 3. We got Adam Bradley in now for the Dragons. Fan out.
He checked in for Fant, giving him a quick breather.
Shanklin has it. Tough shot. No good. Rebound, Vic Smith. No good. Bohannon pulls down the defensive rebound. Bohannon takes it all the way in, lays it off the glass, draws the block on Adam Bradley.
They got one on Adam Bradley, but, well, that was a close one, I guess, we'll say.
We'll keep it clean for you folks at home.
They're going to get Fant and Housel back in real quick there. Quick little run with those two on the bench for the Purples, and we're going to get those two back in real quick for the Dragons.
All right, the free throw coming up for Behannon, can tie it. Ball in the air, and good. We're tied up at 11. A 7-0 run for Bowling Green here at the 2:25 mark. George Fant brings it up. Gets it over to Norman Johnson Jr. Guarded by Keegan. Picks up the dribble. Gets it to Vic Smith. That should be a block. Very good. I'm glad to see they know what they're doing tonight.
That was a good call. Vic Smith had the step and looked like Hollis tried to catch up and was just kind of got beat to the spot there.
Who we got coming in there, Ryan?
23, looks like number 23, Darion Simmons, the junior guard. Giving Scooter Hollis a quick breather because he's got 2 fouls now.
All right, for the Dragons is Shanklin, Smith, Fant, Hazel, and Johnson. Behannon, Clement. Little jumper by Donovan, no good. Poked around. Shane Behannon comes down with it. Gets it off to Tyson Halcomb. Puts it up, no good. Big Smith pulls down the board. Over to Shanklin, long three.
Made it.
Should have been a 4-point play. He got knocked to the floor, no call, but the three was good by Shanklin. 14-11 lead. Three by Geegan, no good. Rebound George Fant. Gets it out to Shanklin. Goes by Darius Clement, lays it up, no good.
It's going to be Purple basketball, looks like. I kind of got blocked out on that one.
Yeah, Shanklin did a good job trying to knock it away. But they're going to give it back to the Purples.
A couple more subs. Cortez Barber back in for the Dragons. Adam Bradley going to give George Fant a breather. Looks like we've got number 32, Jalen Hunter, giving Behannon his first breather of the game. And Disney checking back in as well. Oh, we got Steve-O Maresca.
All right.
Getting his first action of the game.
Senior forward, number 21, Stephen Maresca. Simmons will inbound. Dragons final pressure. Break the press, gets into Disney. Air ball. Halcomb gets it. Lays it off the glass and good. Hunter threw up the air ball, but Halcomb was there for the offensive rebound and putback. Maresca over to Barber. Adam Bradley loses the handle. Should be Central's ball, and it is.
Had him sealed off there, just couldn't get the pass where it needed to be. We're going to get Fant checking back in, looks like, for Bradley. Bradley missed the last game with an illness, correct?
Yes, he did. He's had the flu all week. He's been battling.
You wonder how many minutes he's going to be able to give the Dragons here tonight.
Well, I tell you, the big thing is the play of Stephen Maresca.
Yeah, he really played well last game from what I saw.
Yes, he has, and hopefully he can keep it up. Been about the last 2.5 weeks or so, 3 weeks, he's been giving positive contribution. Barber has it, skips it over to Johnson. Back to Hazel, knocked away.
Looked like Hunter got his hands on it.
Disney comes down with it, long three, Behannon. No good. Hunter gets it, no good. Bledsoe will lose it out of bounds.
Could not grab the rebound there. That's something Warren Central's got to really limit is Bowling Green's chances. You know, they got to take away those offensive rebounds, and you know, when you got a chance to grab the ball, you need to get 2 hands on it and bring that rebound down.
Yes, you do. Oh, the Dragons fell asleep on that inbounds, and the Purples take their first lead of the ball game. 15-14, 30 seconds to go, first quarter. They get a travel call there on Barber. I think he just made that one up, personally. I don't know. Simmons gets it in. Back to Simmons. Clement dribbles across the timeline. 20 seconds to go, all the way in. Lays it up, no good. Fant with another defensive rebound. The Dragons will play for one shot. Boy, a lot of hand checking going on by Darius Clement.
They've really let him play here early as far as that stuff goes.
3 seconds to go. Shanklin pulls up. Puts it up with the left hand, no good. And a late run by the Purples, and they will take the first quarter lead. After one quarter complete, Bowling Green leads 15-14. We'll be back with second quarter action in a moment. All right, welcome back to Purple's Gym. Ryan, what's your take on that first quarter?
Well, I tell you, Warren Central came out hot early and, really kind of was controlling the tempo and wasn't turning it over. The second half of that quarter there, it looked like Bowling Green really got after it on the offensive glass and got a couple of putbacks to get them back in the game. And they went on a little run with Fan when Fan was out, even for just a minute. And, I think they scored 4 or 6 points there. And, that was the difference so far.
Yes, they did.
Close game here.
All right, we get it going. Barber has the left side, guarded by Darius Clement. Over to Andre Bledsoe, top of the key, back to Donovan Hoff.
Bowling Green coming out in the 2-3 zone now.
Probably not a bad idea for them. I'm sure they don't want to pick up the foul on Big Shane Buchanan. He's got one.
They've also got Scooter Hollis with 2s. He stayed on the bench coming out this quarter.
Barber has it at the 3 line. Kicks it to Shanklin. Down into Fan, lays it up and good. Beautiful backdoor cut right there by George Fan. And Shanklin was able to get it to him. The Dragons reclaim the lead, 16-15. Peter May, nice athletic move. Splits through the defense and scores the 2.
It's almost like a boxing chaser actually on Shanklin.
Yes,
it looks
it
like.
is.
Trying to keep the ball out of his hands.
That's Geegan. He's not looking at anything but Jordan Shanklin right now. Over to Fant. Top of the key. Puts a dribble down. Long 3 by Cortez Barber. No good. Buchanan comes down with it. Wow. They get a reach in on Donovan. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that was kind of one of those ones you blow the whistle and then you got to figure something out.
All right. Darius brings her across the timeline, guarded by Jordan Shanklin. Over to Disney, still on the dribble. Buchanan has it, top of the key. He's going to drive, loses the ball, gets it down into Peter May. He faked out Bledsoe. He wasn't shooting, though. It should be on the floor.
Yeah.
There's no way they're shooting 2 here.
Now they're going to get that on the floor. Couple of subs there. That's 2 on Andre Bledsoe.
Yes.
And we get Nate Walker and Vic Smith coming back in.
All right. Clement has it, guarded by Shanklin. Over to Geegan. Down into Buchanan. Over to May. I'll tell you what, May's playing a nice game. That's about 6 points for him.
Yeah, he really has.
A 19-16 lead for the Purples. May Walker at the H. Over to Vic Smith, to Donovan Hosel. Shanklin has it. Shanklin looking for Vic Smith, throws it away. .544 go here in the second quarter. The Purples lead by 3, 19-16. Disney has it over to Darius Clement. Gets it up to Peter May. He's going to drive in. skips it all over to Behannon. Long three, no good. Another rebound by George Fant. Shanklin's on the move. Over Donovan Hosel, shoots the three. Good.
That was a nice feed there by Shanklin.
Yes, it was.
You know, especially for him to get his hands on the ball in transition. You know he was anxious, but he made the right decision.
Turnover. Shanklin outruns everybody, lays it off the glass and good. A 5-0 run, and the Dragons regain the lead, 21-19. Who got that back tip? Oh, boy. They're going to get Donovan on a tip.
That's going to be 2 fouls on him,
Yes,
I believe.
It is.
Two questionable ones there within the last minute of on Donovan Housel.
I didn't see who got the back tip on the steal. I didn't see it.
I believe it may have been Cortez Barber. I know Shanklin ended up with it, and it was taking it the other way.
Yeah.
But I believe it was Cortez Barber.
All right, they get it into number 3, Fant. He doubles up as wide receiver on the football team. He takes it all the way in, no good. Rebound, Warren Central, Nay Walker.
Littlest man on the floor pulls down the big rebound there.
Guarded by Fant, over to Norman Johnson Jr. across the timeline. Gets it to Vic Smith, out to Walker. Over to Cortez Barber. Kicks it down into Fant, spin move, lays it up, no good. Boy, great move, just couldn't get it to go down. They're going to get him on a walk. You know, he does that spin move a lot, and you usually don't see him call the walk on it.
Yeah, that was the right call. It's either a walk or a double dribble because he kind of hesitated with that dribble.
He pulled the ball back with him,
and then he put the dribble down as he made the spin. But you know, that's one you could call either way there.
Absolutely. We get Drake Riley in for the first time for the Dragons. We go Riley, Smith, Johnson, Walker, and Fant. Another Fant for Bowling Green, Geegan, Disney, Behannon, and I'm looking for the last one. A lot of contact.
I'm surprised you don't get a whistle there.
Where's the block or the charge? Either one would be fine. They fell asleep at the wheel on that call. Shanklin will return. Oh, Jalen Hunter is the last guy I was looking for. Number 32. Walker to inbounds. Gets it out to Riley. Long three. Wait a minute. Oh!
Found his way home there.
I had a feeling. Goes straight up in the air, comes straight down. We should get a charge. Oh, my gosh. You have got to be kidding. Oh, my God. That is a horrible call. Riley was back planted. No movement whatsoever.
No leaning. They're gonna get it together here.
That's a horrible call. Wow. I can't believe that, guys. That's unbelievable. Riley set up for that for a good 3 seconds.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a nice shot at one end and a defensive play on the other end, but
well, the ball never lies, as they say.
Well, now what did he make the? Did he miss the shot there?
He missed the shot.
Okay. I thought he had made the shot, but now he's at the line for 2 free throws.
Ryan, the Dragons are on an 8-0 run right now. Lead 24-19 at the 3:53 mark, second quarter. Second shot for Geegan is good. That breaks up the 8-0 run. Now the Dragons by 4. Big Smith has it. Over to Nay Walker. To Drake Riley. He's going to dribble in. Takes it all the way in. Draws the foul on Hunter. That was a great play by Riley going to the other hand.
Yep, he switched hands and got the shot off and drew the body contact. I don't know if Hunter fouled him on the shot actually, but looked like got him with the body kind of came underneath him.
First shot by Riley off the back iron, no good. Riley with the big three a minute ago. Let's see if he connect on this second free throw. Ball in the air. Did it again off the back iron, no good. Riley goes in. It should have been a jump ball.
That's going to be a 1-and-1 now for the Purples.
I don't know why that wasn't a jump ball. Riley got in there, tied up Shane Behannon, but instead they give the foul to Drake Riley.
That's just a matter of who that is, I believe, maybe.
I think so.
But we'll see Behannon at the line again for 1-and-1.
First shot in the air, no good. There you go. May Walker has it. Guarded by Tyson Halcomb. That's Troy's little brother, former Dragon. Up to Riley, over to Vic Smith. He's going to dribble in, kicks out to Riley. Long three, no good. Rebound Geegan. Tell you, the Dragons are doing a good job of kicking it out. Riley wasn't able to connect on that one. Steal by Vic Smith. And he's going to throw it away. They're going to call it off Bowling Green. I believe Behannon tipped it away.
I thought it may have hit off of Vant's foot, but I'm sure Warren Central, after the last couple minutes, probably deserved one there.
I think you're right.
That's a lot of times, too. You don't call that reaching foul and just give the ball back to the other team.
The team fouled Warren Central with 7, and Bowling Green was 4.
24-20 here with 3:05 left in the half. Dragons have taken the lead back here in the second quarter.
Cortez Barber has it up to Fant. Fant back over to Barber. He's going to get it across. Back to Fant. Over to Donovan Hosel. He's going to go right around everybody. Lays it off the glass and good. The man-and-door defense there by Shane Behannon.
Yep.
And he took it all the way in. Peter May gets his own miss and lays it back in. Boy, May's been really good for Bowling Green. They're going to get a block on Shane Behannon. That'll be his second personal.
They're going to call that on the floor.
I thought he was shooting the ball. The ball went out of his hand. They call it on the floor. Warren Central inbounds. Up 4, 26-22. 2.5 minutes to go here in the half. I want to see Donovan pull the trigger on that. Schenkel will let it go. No good. Rebound Fan, he'll put it up. No good. Knocked around. Peter May comes down with it for Bowling Green. That's not going to be intentional. They're going to go for the ball there. Who's that on?
It may have been on
Cortez. It is.
Yeah, Cortez Barber. Yeah, that was a nice pass there by Peter May to Behannon. Kind of was out of control and kind of lobbed it to the goal, and found the biggest guy on the floor.
First shot for Behannon is good. That's the first foul on Cortez Barber, the 8th team foul for the Dragons.
Yeah, the referees are really starting to tighten this thing up here. The second half of this quarter, it seems like, and
well, you can always count on referees to change the game.
Yep.
That's for sure. Second shot for the Louisville signee, Shane Behannon. Ball in the air, no good. Good offensive rebound by Tyson Halcomb. Lays it up, no good. Fant pulls it down, gets it off to Barber. And the Dragons are off and running at the 2-minute mark. Lead it by 3, 26-23. Norman Johnson Jr. has it, top of the key, over to Shanklin. Over to Barber, takes a little jumper. No, it's going to roll in. I thought it was coming off, but it rolled in.
Yeah, got a good roll, good friendly shooter's roll there.
28-23 Dragons, 1:38 to go. Geegan has it, guarded by Johnson. Over to Darius Clement. Darius had a big game the other night against Greenwood. Leading scorer had 14.
Yeah, I really like the way he can attack the basket
yes, he
at times.
Is. He's a good ball player. They're going to get a 5-second call on Darius, and Norman Johnson Jr. applied the defense. Good defense by Norman. Vic Smith inbounds to Cortez Barber. Minute 15 to go in the half. Dragons by 5. 28-23. Skips it over to Johnson. Left side into Fant. Fant goes around May. They're going to get a charge. I don't know what that was, but they called a charge on Fant. He did a spin move.
Yeah, May kind of shuffled his feet into that, and that's one of those ones you almost like to see him let go, but Fant did make a little bit of contact,
Yes,
and they got him with the charge there.
Well, with
big call.
Well, you know this. Well, it looked like he was going to the free throw line. Instead, they get the ball back.
They're going to get Vic Smith there on. I'll tell you what, the Dragons have definitely not got their money's worth on their fouls this half. There's been a lot of whistles where not a lot of contact was made, but it's been a lot of situations where the whistle has to be blown, and it's kind of not gone in the Dragons' favor.
Well, you're right about that. That put them in the double bonus there.
The first free throw up and good there by Quentin Hollis. Looks like we're going to get a couple of subs.
Drake Riley returns. Norman Johnson Jr. will have a seat. Just under 50 seconds to go. Dragons by 4. Second shot coming for Hollis. Ball in the air and good. Well, he's quite an athlete in his own right.
He is.
Played, center fielder on the baseball team, quarterback on the basketball team, and a guard on the football team, and then a guard here on the basketball team. He does it all. Gets it. Oh, beautiful pass. Riley into Fant.
Nice post feed there by Drake Riley. He had a chance to shoot that three in the corner, and as the defense kind of retreated to him, found Fant on a nice pass under the goal there.
Well, I'll tell you what, Drake does a good job getting the ball to the post. Clement has it, guarded by Barber. Goes around him, throws it up. No good. No good putback by Jalen Hunter, and the Dragons will hold for the last shot. 10 seconds to go. Oh, what a pass! Fant to the cutting Cortez Barber. Fant was going to shoot the three.
Saw Barber cutting underneath the goal, found him for the wide open layup. That'll make it 32-25. The Dragons will lead going into the half, and the Dragons got to be happy with the way the last 30 some odd seconds of that quarter went. That really changed the game.
Absolutely. The Dragons lead by 7 at the half, 32-25. We'll be back hopefully with a special guest here at the halftime. We'll be back in a moment. welcome back to Purple's Gym on the campus of Bowling Green High School. We're at the half. The Dragons lead 32-25 over the Purples. And my special guest is former Dragon, my son, number 13, Jacob King. Jacob, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good first half.
Well, what do you think about the half?
Well, I thought both teams played pretty well. Central's taking a lot of outside shots and not hitting many. But it is creating a lot of offensive rebounds and putback opportunities.
Well, I tell you what, it looked like Donovan Halsell really come to play tonight. He went around Behannon twice, went right up over top of him for layups. He looks very aggressive tonight.
Yeah, I like him being aggressive. Even if he's not making every shot, he's looking to shoot. That's the key.
Yeah, that's a big plus. And another shooter, Drake Riley. Drake Riley comes in, bombs the three, gets the good bounce. Unfortunately, wasn't able to hit his free throws, but he come in and fed a nice feed into the big man in the post to Fan. And that's something Drake can do, is get it to the big guy.
Well, it looks like Bowling Green is either playing a box and one or some kind of zone. So Drake, if he can make some shots the second half, it's going to make him extend that zone, and then we can go down low a little.
Well, you're exactly right. They had Geegan just mirroring Jordan Shanklin. It's pretty much just, box and one, basically, is what they were running.
I faced a couple box and ones last year, and like Coach Riley always said, you just got to run the offense through the guy being chased. You can't you can't take him out of offense. You got to run the offense through him, and you can't force shots. You got to look for other people.
That's right. Well, so far a great half of basketball. The Dragons jumped up early, then the Purples come back and had a 19-16 lead, and then after that, Warren Central's had to lead, through the rest of the half. So a great half for the Dragons. Well, tell me about playing in this game. It's a district championship. Last year you guys tangled with the Purples. I believe we come out losing by 3. It wasn't the end-all, be-all game. So how do you think Coach Riley approached this game tonight?
I think he pretty much, we're not going to throw anything new in here tonight, but, believe me, we want to win this game. It's district, but you want to win every game. And I think they're playing hard. They're not going to throw anything new. They're just doing what they do best.
So I can take that as you're one of those guys that don't believe nothing good comes from a loss.
No.
That is the biggest load of crap I ever heard from a coach. Well, we're going to take this loss, and, we needed this loss. I've never heard of that. That's crazy.
No.
Well, I agree. Well, the second half ought to be exciting. Who are some of the players on both teams that they will go to in the second half, starting with Bowling Green? Who's some of the guys on Bowling Green that you might see step up for the Purples?
Well, I think Peter May did a great job this first half. He was dicey. He got a lot of rebounds. I think you're going to need to see either Egan or Disney. They're going to have to hit a couple threes.
And on the Dragons side, who do you look to step up for the Dragons?
Well, I like Cortez Barber. I think Cortez is, if he looks for the offense a little more and goes to the rack the second half.
Yeah, Cortez is able to hit the short jumper. And then I tell you what, the play by Fant right before the half, it looked like George is going to settle for the 3 and saw a cutting Barber.
Yeah, that was great.
Just a great pass. So that was really good. I'm getting a special message right here. Let's see what this is. Oh, wow. Well, that's devastating news for the Warren Central community right there. Joe Hood's brother, Royce Hood, died about an hour ago. Assistant principal, Mr. Dempsey, come over and told us that. Our hearts go out to the Hood family for sure. That'll be a tough one for Joe and for his whole family. But like I said, our hearts go out to him. Well, Jacob, that's going to do it for the half. The Dragons come back out on. Appreciate your time. Good talking to you.
No problem. Go Dragons.
All right. That's former Dragon guard Jacob King, my special guest at the half. We'll have 14th District Championship basketball in a moment. All right, welcome back to Purple's Gym. I want to thank Jacob King for stopping by and talking to us and giving us a little insight on somebody that's played in this game several times. It's always good to get his opinion. Ryan Cummings, what do you think of the first half, big guy?
I'll tell you, it's been a fairly even game from this point. You know, the Dragons made a nice run there to kind of close out the half and build this lead to 7. But you know, for the most part, this whole first half, this game was no more than a 4-point game on either end.
Well, the Dragons trailed by 3, 19-16, and from that point on, the Dragons really, really put their foot down and gained the momentum.
Yeah, I tell you, it seemed like they got a little bit more comfortable with that box and chaser defense that the Purples were playing, and found a few sets that they liked out of that, and that seemed to really, kind of excel in the half court there.
Well, something Jacob told me, Ryan, was, he played a box and won several times against him last year, and he said that you still have to run your offense through that guy.
Right, exactly.
You can't just not get him the ball.
Right.
So that's something that the Dragons, Shanklin is not having a game that, he would probably want right now, but other guys are.
Right. He's done a good job of being patient and getting those guys involved. I know one chance he had to kind of drive one to the basket and kicked it to Hossel in the corner, who hit a big 3. He could have taken that thing to the rim, kind of on a contested shot, but that takes a lot of patience there.
Absolutely. Second half to get underway for the Purples. They got Geegan, Clement, Bohannon, Peter May, and Austin Disney. For the Dragons, we'll go Shanklin, Barber, Smith, Fant, and Hazel. Purples get the ball first. Left side over to Geegan, guarded by Cortez Barber. Over to Disney, trying to get it down to the big guy. He dumps it in. Puts a dribble down. Goes up, lays it up, no good. Fight for the ball. George Fant comes down with it. He's going to go all the way. He misses a dunk. What with the one-hander, missed it. The Dragons get it back. Cortez Barber laid it in.
Nice pass there by Vic Smith, and good job of the Dragons to, stay with it after that big missed dunk. Fant really tried to hammer that thing.
Boy, he did. The ball bounced the Dragons' way, and now they lead by 9, 34-25. Disney fakes a 3, goes around. Get out of there. Big block by Fant. Fant pulls down the board. The Dragons are off and running. A lot of contact on Shanklin.
What are we going to get here?
I don't know, but they were riding Shanklin all the way in. They get Hazel with the foul.
That's 3 on him.
I would say I'm shocked, but I'm not. They were right in the hip pocket of Shanklin all the way in. Geegan will go up, off the glass and good. It's a good pass from May to Geegan, and that trims the lead to 7. I hate to see Donovan get that third foul.
Yeah,
he's been so aggressive. Fant lays up the short jumper, no good.
Looks like the ball went off of Barber's hands, trying to corral that rebound. It's going to go to the Purples, and we're going to get Norman Johnson in for Donovan Hossel now. Picking up that third foul may limit his action here in the third quarter.
Yes, it will. The Purples get it into May. Back over to Disney. Gets it across the timeline to Geegan. Geegan to Darius Clement, over to Bohannon.
I didn't see who they got the foul on.
Whoa, where was the foul at?
Looks like it's going to be on Barber. I was kind of screened out by the referee there, but
well, I wasn't. I sure didn't see nothing.
Looked like
he went right around Barber.
That was a nice pass there, but
beautiful pass. Short on the free throw. Vic Smith pulls down the board for the Dragons. Dragons lead by 5 now. Barber has it. Over to Johnson, back to Barber. Turnover by Cortez Barber. Whoa, there's an elbow. They missed the elbow from May. Jumper by Disney, good on the 3. That cuts it to 2. 34-32, Warren Central.
Tim Riley wants a timeout.
Fant beat the defense all by himself, and Coach Riley calls a timeout.
Fant's ball handling skills have really improved this year.
Yes, they have.
Compared to, I remember last year, they would not have got him involved in that press break, and he's almost been a one-man press break at times tonight.
Well, it's just like the last game, they were letting George, whoever was guarding George, he was bringing the ball up.
Right.
And it worked really well for the Dragons then. So you may see that as we go further in this game.
Yeah, he's handling that pressure pretty well, and I tell you, the Purples got right back in this thing.
Yeah, they did. They were down 9.
Now they're up, they're down 2.
Yeah, down 2. A 7-0 run by the Purples.
Tim Riley taking a timeout maybe at the right time there.
Barber will inbounds. Gets it into Shanklin. Guarded by Geegan. Geegan's done a good job on Shanklin. Kicks it off to Cortez Barber. Lays up the jumper and good. Clement trying to draw us a foul, but the referee ain't going to have any of that. He kind of flopped. Geegan, a 3 out of the corner. No good. Hannon draws the foul.
Be interesting to see
on Norman Johnson Jr. Hannon be at the line shooting 2 for the Purples. Dragons lead by 4, 36-32. First shot up. No good.
I'll tell you what,
he's been off on the free throw line.
He's struggled. I've seen him, in the 2 other games earlier this year, especially the first game. He had probably close to 20 points at the line.
Oh, he did.
And tonight, he's not been able to find his rhythm.
Missed them both. Knocked around. The Purples get it back. Hannon gets the feed from Clement with the dunk. And they cut this to a 2-point game again. 36-34. That's a good play by Cortez. Johnson takes a little jumper, no good. Fant gets it, lays off the glass, and good. 4-point lead for Warren Central, 38-34. Hannon dribbles into the paint.
The 2 big guys getting active here now.
Yeah, they are. Good shot by Shane. Well, a lot of contact down there. Are we even watching what's going on?
Lots of bodies all over the floor there.
Darius Clement just went charging right into Fant, knocks him to the floor, no call, and the turnover will give it back to Bowling Green. I don't know about you, Ryan, but they're sure calling the second half a whole lot different.
Yeah,
they must have got the memo.
The Dragons, three quick fouls.
Yeah. Let's see if we can't get this refereeing crew to get back to consistency here.
I was surprised we didn't see any whistles there. With as much contact as was made on, both teams kind of going at it. And,
you got to call that.
No whistles, and you had about 4 bodies on the floor. So
Fant throws it away for the Purples, looking for a back cut maybe from Disney, and it wasn't there.
Yeah, it looked like they had a set play in mind and just didn't execute.
Purple's coming out pressing hard, giving the Dragons a little bit of trouble. They get it across. Over to Fant, guarded by Tyson Halcomb. Over to Johnson. Vic Smith has it, takes a little jumper. No good. Fant comes down with the rebound for the Purples. Simmons has it. Back to Simmons, left side, over to Fant. Back to Simmons. Just under 4 minutes to go, third quarter. The Dragons by 2. Simmons leaves it off for Disney. Over to Tyson Halcomb. Steal by Vic Smith. Over to Nate Walker. Cortez Barber lays it off the window and good.
Nice pass there by Walker. He wanted that 3, but found the streaking Barber to the basket.
The big steal by the senior, Vic Smith, turns into 2 points for the Dragons. Tyson Halcomb over to Simmons. Going to be handed. Down into Disney. Kicks it out to Tyson Halcomb. Over to Disney for the three. Good.
Hold it in there.
That's 2 big threes for Disney.
I'll tell you, that wasn't bad defense either. They contested that one. The first one was an open shot, and the Dragons did a pretty good job of closing out on that. Disney knocked it down. Big shot there.
That's the second 3 for Disney out of that corner. So the senior guard.
Yeah, and then we got Coach D.G. Sherrill calls a quick timeout. Looks like he's trying to set up some sort of defense there. And, we got 40-39 now. The Dragons lead by a point. 3 minutes and 15 seconds here. Third period. We got the Dragon fans going wild behind us here.
I'm watching the student body for the Dragons. They're getting into it tonight, as well as the Purples across the way. Their student body.
2 good student sections tonight. Always makes for a little bit more exciting game. Seems like.
Oh, absolutely. With that 3 from Disney, he trims the lead to 1. 40-39, Dragons lead. 3:15 to go here in the third quarter. Fant will inbound, gets it to Andre Bledsoe. He dribbles it across the timeline. Kicks it over to Norman Johnson Jr. Back to Fant for the 2-hand slam.
Nice pass there by Johnson. That's a good way to break the press there.
Bledsoe was able to break the press on his own, and it turned out good for the Dragons. Hollis has it on the left side. He dribbles in, gets it down into Behannon. Over to Tyson Halcomb, misses a point-blank range shot. Defended well by the Dragons, and Shanklin's on the move. Pull-up jumper, no good. But he will draw the foul.
Yeah, it looked like they're going to get a foul on 14, Tyson Halcomb.
Yep.
That'll be the team's first of the half there.
The Dragons lead this thing by 3, and Shanklin will go to the line shooting 2. That's the first personal on the senior, Tyson Halcomb. First shot from Shanklin, ball in the air, and good. I think Jordan's done a good job tonight not forcing the action.
Yeah, he really has. He hadn't been forcing his own shot and getting his teammates involved, even though the defense is focused on him.
Second shot up, and it rolls in. That gets the lead back to 5. 44-39, Warren Central at the 2.5-minute mark of the third quarter. Shanklin guarding Darius Clement. They look for the double team. Disney with the 3. Good! I tell you what, Disney's keeping them in the game right now. That's 3 threes in this quarter. Steal by Halcomb, lays it up and good. Fant tried to spin out of it, and Halcomb was there. Knocked away by Disney. It'll stay Warren Central's basketball.
Tie ball game, 44 all now. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
As a quick 5-point run by the Purples, and under 30 seconds. There's a 3 from Shanklin. No good. Rebound Fant. Lays it off the glass and good. I'll tell you what, George is doing one heck of a job on the glass.
He really is. He's been a one-man glass cleaning crew tonight.
He reached way back over his head to get that one. Disney looking to shoot. Gets it over to Quentin Hollis. Hollis has it right side. Back to Darius Clement, top of the key. Hollis has it, goes in, lays it off the glass, and good.
Nice use of the glass there by Scooter Hollis.
Shanklin goes all the way, lays it up, no good. Rebound Andre Bledsoe. He lays it in for 2.
Here come the Purples, they're running.
We're going to get a foul on the floor.
It looks like they may be on Cortez Barber.
That'll be his third.
Bledsoe, yeah.
I think it's his third.
And we're going to get Donovan Hossel checking back in. He's got 3 fouls as well.
Tell you what, Cortez took a shot to the Looked like to the face there. Bledsoe will take a seat.
Gonna get Vic Smith back in as well.
Get into Behannon, dribbles in, puts it up. Looked like Fant got a hand on that. Should be a jump ball. Looking for the Warren Central. That may be the best call of the night right there.
Yeah, that's one of those ones. If he would have let that ball go down, it'd have been a block. But
they break the press. Johnson lays it up again. A block and Kyle Disney.
Big drive there by the junior there, Norman Johnson. Got the ball all alone. It's one-on-one.
That's the correction. The blocking was on Hollis.
That'd be his third foul now.
Well, that's a great move by Johnson. One big pass broke the press. Johnson at the line shooting one. Ball in the air. No good. Runs it down. It should be Lawrence. No! Oh, that went off Bowling Green. You missed that one. What are they looking at?
I'll tell you, it's been an interesting ball game tonight.
Disney kicked that ball right out of there.
That quick 4-point run there by the Dragons makes it 50-46. Less than a minute to go in the quarter now. Purples with the ball.
Clement gives it off to Peter May. Guarded by Vic Smith. Out to Tyson Halcomb. Back to May. Long three. Good. It seemed like every time Central gets out to a 5-6 point lead, they come right back with the three. Fant with three. Bounces up, no good. That should be Warren Central's ball, and it is.
It will be.
That was knocked away off Vic Smith.
Yeah, that's one of those ones that Vic had an easy rebound, it looked like, and rather than calling a foul there, they're gonna get a.
I don't know what's going on here.
I'm not sure either.
In the game for Warren Central, number 15, Brandon Riley.
Well, we got 6 Dragons on the floor.
We're gonna get a technical.
No, it's well. Let's see what they do here. I don't think there are going to be any penalties there. They're going to let the Purples get a sub in as well.
Well, now they have 6 on the floor.
And Halcomb comes off there, so
a
little bit of confusion on both sides, it looks like there. And
they get it in, the long pass to Shanklin. He's going to hold for one shot. Dragons lead 50-48. Hazel has it now on the right side. Donovan Hazel. Over to Drake Riley. Big Smith going to go in, lays it up. No good. Fant with the rebound and the putback. Long three by Darius. Throws it over the goal. Wow, what a third quarter, Ryan Cummings.
Man, I tell you, it's been an intense ball game. Both teams fighting hard, and like we said, it's been close throughout. 4-point game here. That's been about the norm for this whole game. So
well, the Dragons had a 7-point lead, and they never give up the lead, did they? In the second half,
I don't believe they did. They tied at 44 at one point, but I know both teams made some big plays. I know Norman Johnson's drive to the basket was a big play to pick up that foul, and Bahannon's made some nice plays this quarter. And I'll tell you who's really got hot is Austin Disney.
Three big threes.
3 threes, I think, in that quarter.
In the corner, and then Peter May with the 3. That's 12 points for the Purple.
Yeah, the Purple's really getting hot from the perimeter, and that's not anything you saw in the first half. All of Bowling Green's points in the first half came on second chance points and drives to the basket. So, if they can put that together, that's going to be scary for the Dragons.
You're right. Like I said, Jacob touched on it at the half. Peter May has really played big.
Yeah, he really has. That was a big shot in the corner there.
Yes, it was.
The quarter winding down. They could have held for one shot there, really. And he saw an opening and fired away and knocked it down. So That was a big play there by Fant to get a rebound and put back there at the end of the quarter. Take that lead from 2 to 4.
Yes, he did.
Going into the fourth quarter, and it'll be the Purple's ball now.
Well, the fourth quarter getting underway. This is round 3 of this heavyweight fight. 2 14th District foes. And the Dragons will get the turnover off of Mays.
I tell you, that was a good defensive play there by Vic Smith. Good defense all around by the Dragons, really.
That went off May's hand right in front of us. Hazel, oh, good defense.
Good steal there by Peter May.
Yes, he went to dump it down in. Get out of there! Disney gets it back, long 3, no good. Rebound Vic Smith. Over to Donovan Hazel into Fant. Fant loses it. We're going to get a jump ball. It'll stay with the Dragons.
Yeah, everybody had the floor there.
That shows you how strong Shane Behannon is. He pulled Vic right over top of it.
I tell you, I don't even know if anybody even had the ball. I think about every player was on the floor and nobody even had the ball, but that's a good opportunity to call a jump ball to make sure nobody gets hurt down there.
Absolutely. Very spirited game here, this 14th District Championship game. They get it out to Donovan Hazel. Over to Cortez Barber, puts a dribble down. Back to Donovan. Barber has the top of the key. They're back in that zone, Bowling Green is.
Yes, boxing 1 again there.
Over to Barber, he's going to drive in, lays it up, no good. Good defense by Behannon.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to draw the foul, and Behannon kind of stayed straight up. And you know, I kind of thought that was about the same as it was on the other way, but that was a nice baseline spin move by Behannon, and finished it, and we'll go to the line for another one here.
Yeah,
two fouls there on Fant.
That's a tough assignment for George, guarding him, 20 feet from the basket. Ball in the air and good. Just like that, we got a 1-point game. 52-51, Warren Central. Just under 7 minutes to go in the contest. Shanklin's going to go all the way in, puts it up, no good. Behannon really altered that shot, and Shane's on the move for the Purples. He'll take the 3. No good. Rebound Barber. Gets it off to Shanklin. Well, it's a fast-moving game right here.
Yeah, it really is. Both teams keeping the intensity up here in the fourth quarter.
Down into Fant, guarded by Behannon. Fant puts it up over him. No good. Shane comes down with the board. Good shot.
Yeah, good shot and good defense both ways. And
absolutely.
Fant just couldn't find the net on that one.
That's good basketball by both players. Behannon has it left side, guarded by Fant. He puts a dribble down. I tell you, Vic baited him in that one. Do you see that? Vic Smith was waiting in the weeds for that one. That should be a block, and it is. We'll get a foul on Darius Clement, number 10 of the Purples.
Yeah, he tried to steal one there, and looked like the referees got that one right. And, it wasn't really even a lot of contact, but, when someone goes flying across the floor, you're usually going to see a whistle there. So
that may have worked against the Dragons, because I think we had a layup there.
Yep, it looked like it at least.
Warren Central inbound of their own goal, get out to Drake Riley. Riley over to Donovan. Back to the Barber at the top of the key, guarded by Austin Disney. Dragons are looking patient. They're going to go up.
Going to get a foul there on Geegan, it looks like. On a screen, kind of trying to fight through that screen, and went through the body of Drake Riley there, it looked like. And they'll pick up the foul.
Well, that's Geegan's first foul.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's a tenacious little defender. He's done a good job of Shanklin to only pick up one foul, and
yes, he has.
He's a quick little guy.
He's been chasing Jordan around all night. Drake Riley has the right side, back to Shanklin by Geegan. Dribbles all the way in, puts it off the glass, no good. Another rebound for Shane Behannon. Look out below, here he comes.
Nice pass.
Lays it off to Disney, and that's the first lead since it was 19-16 for the Purples. 53-52. We're going to get a block on Peter May.
Timeout Warren Central.
They're going to wipe the foul out.
I didn't hear the whistle blow before the foul.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. But
I don't either. That's a full timeout, and we'll take one too at the 5:06 mark. The Purples take a 1-point lead over the Dragons, 53-52. We'll be back in a moment. All right, the players are coming out after the full timeout by head coach Tim Riley of the Dragons. 5:06 to go in the contest, and the Purples of Bowling Green grab a 1-point lead over the Dragons of Warren Central. Ryan, it ought to be a great finish.
Tell you, I really, this has been a pretty evenly matched game so far for both teams.
Well, that's a lot of contact from Shane Behannon and no call. He jumped right into him. Cortez lost that ball out of bounds. You know, when you're backpedaling like that, I mean, it's got to be something.
It's usually in most instances you see that as some sort of a block charge call, but the referees call it.
Yeah, they let that one go.
There.
And Darius walks it up for the Purples. The senior playing his last game here for the Purples in Purple's gym. Down into Shane Behannon, fan on him. Puts a dribble down. Spin move. Kicks it back into the lane. Lays it up, no good. Wild shot, no good. May gets the board. Somebody take that thing away from him down there.
Ball bounced around and went right back to Behannon. Behannon had a chance to corral it and couldn't do it. Bounced it real high, and Behannon got his hands on it.
Peter May has it over to Austin Disney. Back to Darius Clement. Geegan top of the key. Darius will dribble in. Kicks it out to May for the three. No good. That ball was in and out. Andre about lost that one. The Dragons able to control. Gets it over to Norman Johnson Jr. Guarded by Geegan. Shanklin out now. Getting a rest. Getting him ready for the stretch drive here. Johnson off to Cortez Barber.
Dragons moving the ball from side to side here, and
Fant puts a dribble down. Finds Cortez Barber. He kicks it out. Johnson with the jumper at the elbow. No good.
Oh man, that thing rolled around there. Looked like it was going to fall and just came out. Could not get the roll there.
Rebound comes off to Shane Behannon.
Both teams kind of seem content now. The pace of this game seems like it's catching up. Both teams kind of looking to slow the tempo down here a little bit.
3 minutes ago in the contest, the Purples by one, 53-52. Good screen by Shane Behannon. There's Peter May, lays it up and good. Good offensive set for the Purples right there. Coach Riley's going to take the timeout.
That's a smart one. Housel caught the ball in the corner there across half court, so that's a good timeout use there by Tim Riley.
The Dragons led 52-48. A 7-0 run now by the Purples. They have a 3-point lead with 2:41 to go in the contest. Ryan, who do you look at for the Dragons to get them back over the hump here?
Well, they just brought Jordan Shanklin back in, kind of finish this game out. You know, you'd like to try to get the ball in his hands. The defense has not really allowed him to get going tonight, but you know, you'd like to see something go into the basket, whether it be, you know, with Shanklin or you know, getting even George Fan involved, getting the ball going to the basket. Yeah, that's what I think the Dragons are probably going to look at, depending on the defense that comes out here for the Purples. But if it stays in that box and one, you got to get something attacking that zone defense, getting those guys moving.
I'll tell you what, this has been a fast game. We didn't tip till 6:05. It's 7:17. Games went by quick. Now a lot of whistles. Barber goes in. Blocked by Behannon. Hausel with the jumper. No good. Breakaway by Behannon. Lays it up. He's fouled. The basket won't go.
I'll tell you what, that was good athleticism there by Hausel to even catch him. He shot that jumper in the corner. It was the guy who met Behannon in the lane. Didn't pick up the foul either. It's going to be on Shanklin.
Behannon at the line shooting two. First one no good.
A single camera has been found and turned into the scores table.
I'll tell you what, he's been off at the line. That could be big.
He really has. He's had a chance to kind of cash into the line a lot more. I don't know what percentage he's shooting, but it's got to be, you know, 50%. Yeah, 50% or less for sure.
Second shot for Behannon. Ball in the air and good. 56-52, Purples. Well, they're really bringing the pressure.
3-on-2
Fant brings
now.
across. Fant lays it up and good. He goes right over Behannon. That cuts it to 2. 56-54. Purples by 2.
Dragons coming back out in the press.
Skip pass.
Throws it away.
Tyson Halcomb airmails that one.
Try to find Geoghegan in the corner. He had him for a split second, but threw it over his head.
Hey! Geoghegan wasn't happy. He's jawing to the Central faithful behind us. Good to see, isn't it? Good to see.
It's good to see these guys mixing it up.
Big Smith will inbound to Shanklin. Under 2 minutes to go. Purples by 2, 56-54. Get it out to Fant across the timeline. Over to Cortez Barber. Back into Fant. Knocked around. Timeout. Oh, Coach Riley's calling for the timeout. Doesn't get it.
It'll go to the Purples, I believe, on a jump ball there.
I don't know why they didn't see that timeout. Vic Smith had control of that ball. 1:43 to go.
Tell you, that possession arrow could come up big here at the end of the game now.
Yeah, it could. A lot of pressure right there. Oh, come here. Peter May just lost that right out of bounds.
Yeah, he kind of bobbled it and looked like he was going to corral it and lost it again.
Big turnover right there.
56-54, the Purples lead, a minute and a half to go. This thing's really coming down to the wire.
Yes, it is. Over to Barber. Back to Shanklin. He's going to drive. Puts it up. Short. Another rebound. They need to foul him on the floor.
Gotta get a charge.
Donovan Hausel.
Man.
Oh, he's hurting.
Yeah. Behannon just plowed right through him and landed on him after. You know, he kind of gave it up there on a pass and landed on Donovan Hausel. It looks like they're going to have to get a sub for him.
Hope Donovan's okay. He's going to stay in.
In the game for Warren Central.
Now, Johnson's going to come in for him. Well, it's a gutsy one there. I always like guys, you know, if they're going to foul, get him on the floor. At least make it a bonus. They come out with the ball. Purples by 2. Johnson, no good. Rebound Fant. Puts it up. Tie game under 1 minute to go. 56-56.
This place is pretty electric right now.
Egan has it. Hands it off to Darius Clement at the H.
Dragons in a man-to-man defense.
We're going to get a timeout by head coach D.G. Sherrill.
Going to be a full timeout, it looks like.
Let's see what they call. It is a full. Hey, buckle your seatbelts. We got a wild finish.
42 seconds to go now.
56 all. Like Ryan said, 42 seconds to go in the contest. We'll be back with the finish in a moment. All right, welcome back to Purple's Gym. Round 3 is not disappointed.
No, you know, this game started out pretty sloppy for both teams, you know, the first couple of minutes, but they've really both played a hard-fought game. This is what you would like to see in a district championship game. Tie ball game, 42 seconds to go. We'll see how this one shapes out.
Here we go, Disney to inbound for the Purples. Gets it into Darius. Over to Shane Behannon. Gives it back up to Darius.
Behannon dribbling out front. Back to Clement.
Shanklin all over. Yeah, he better get the timeout because the 5-second count was coming.
I'll tell you what, Shanklin's on the ball defenses has been pretty tough this year. You know,
much improved.
Second half of this year, he's really been able to change the game just on the defensive end.
Well, they run some clock. We're down to 24 and a half seconds now.
Donovan Hossel will check back in for the Dragons, it looks like.
He's still grimacing a little bit. The fouls, the Purples only have 5. The Dragons have 6.
Yeah, it could come into play. You know,
good.
If they pick up a foul. If the Dragons pick up a foul on the defensive end here, they'll send the Purples to the line. Would not be the case on the other end.
Absolutely.
Looks like both teams have 2 timeouts left now after that one. Purples used 2 timeouts here in the last, 20 seconds or so, and that was a good use of a timeout there by Clement because it could have been a 5-second call.
That's a senior. That's why you want seniors this time of year. All right, folks, back to Purple's Gym, a 14th District Championship hanging in the balance.
12 seconds to go here.
56 all.
The Purples do have a foul to give here if they choose to use it.
Fan will get it into Cortez Barber. Down to 8 seconds. Over to Vic Smith. Puts it up. He's fouled. This should be a goaltend. Basket should count. He's shooting.
They're going to call it on the floor.
What? What's the deal? Are the players just talking him into this? I thought he's fouled on the shot. They get it on the floor. Boy, you know you're at Purple's Gym, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Talk about that last call.
Well,
You were a referee for many years. If you're going to blow the whistle,
Yeah, I
you
think-
better do it a whole lot sooner than that.
I thought they kind of blew it a little bit late. You know, there was some contact on the floor, but they didn't blow it until the ball was in the air. And
It
I
looked
kinda
like a goaltend.
Right, I kind of thought it may have been a goaltend what they were blowing.
All right, Cortez Barber to inbound under his own goal. This is Warren Central's bread and butter. Let's see if they can do it one more time. Bradley gets it. Huge big block by Buchanan. It'll stay with Warren Central.
That was the play they wanted, it looked like, for Bradley, but Bohannon came from the help side, and
Drake Raleigh comes in.
getting Adam Bradley out. May have a different play now.
I tell you what, that's a nice play by Coach Riley, but a great defensive play by Buchanan. Gets it into Barber, back to Shanklin, shoots the three, no good.
We're going to go into overtime, it looks
Boy,
like.
you called that one, didn't you?
Yep. I just kind of had a feeling. I had a feeling this whole game this thing might go into overtime, and Tim Riley wanted a foul there on the floor before the shot, but
I'll be honest with you, I really thought they would try to get George or something coming down the lane. A little surprised they kicked it out that far to Shanklin. But we got overtime. Bonus basketball. We'll take a quick break and be back in a moment. Back to the action, Ryan. Here we go. You called it early, didn't you?
yeah, I tell you, I just kind of had a feeling from the get-go that this thing may see some overtime action, and it's been an evenly fought game.
Yes,
both,
it has.
both teams have really battled, been down and battled back.
The Dragons will control on the tip. Shanklin on the move to Cortez Barber. All kinds of contact. What are you going to do to get a foul there?
Yeah, I thought that was a definite call of some sorts you had to make there, but I tell you what, that's been kind of the norm tonight.
Clement gets by Cortez Barber, lays it in for two.
Tell you, that's kind of what he did the first game that really made a difference.
Yes, it was. Over to Norman Johnson Jr. Screen by Vic. Johnson dribbling around, gets it back to Cortez. To get it down into Fant.
Double team.
Good spin move, lays it up to Johnson.
Nice
He
pass.
lays it in.
Nice pass there by Fant. Got double teamed and found Johnson slashing to the goal. I was surprised Bohannon didn't make more of an effort at that, honestly.
He's got, 3 fouls, but he ought to be in good shape.
Fant hit the floor hard there, defending that pass, and looks like he's up and okay.
Good play by the big fella, George Fant.
Good help.
58-58.
Good help side defense there.
Disney to inbound. Fant gambled and lost.
Easy bucket there by Bohannon.
They got it to Buchanan. He was able to connect. No good on the three. Disney with the rebound for the Purples. 60-58. Bowling Green. Get out of there. Big block by George Fant on Darius Clement.
2.5 minutes to go. Purples with a 2-point lead.
Both teams have 6 fouls, so the next foul, either team will be in the bonus. They get it into Geegan. Over to Buchanan. Right at the elbow. Extended. Backs up. Back to Geegan, guarded by Johnson.
Purple's trying to run some clock here, it looks like.
That's bad defense. Geegan Diddle has hesitation move and got around for the hoop. Now the Purples by 4. Johnson, no good. Johnson pulls the rebound down. Gets it into Fant. Gets his own miss and puts it back up.
Tell you, that was a scary play if you're a Dragons fan.
62-60, Bowling Green. 1:36 to go. Disney with the 3. No good.
Rebound by Fant.
Fant pulls the board. There's a foul on Shane Buchanan.
That'll be his 4th, I believe.
That's just a bad foul.
Yeah, it's going to put George Fant at the line for one of the bonus now. Purples were up 2. You see D.G. Sherrill waving the defense back. He wanted them to retreat there, and that's a big foul on Buchanan. You know, another foul and he's out of the game. And if Fant's got one of the bonus here. This is big free throws here for the Dragons.
All right. Senior forward at the line, won the bonus. First shot up. No good.
Short.
Wide to the right. Buchanan with the rebound.
Shanklin going to pick up a foul there. That's going to put Clement on the line.
It looked like he fouled on purpose. I don't know if Darius is the right one to foul. 71%er on the season. The senior guard for the Purples trying to get a little distance.
Yeah, it's a lot of difference this situation.
Oh, yeah. No good.
Like I said, this situation, those free throw numbers a lot of times go out the window when it's a tight game in overtime.
You're right. Johnson has it. Back to Cortez Barber.
Minute to go now.
Over to Johnson. Back to Shanklin. Over to Barber. Lays it up again.
Nice play there by the Dragons. Got into some sort of set offense there and found Barber slashing to the basket.
45 seconds to go. We're all tied up at 62. Disney has it over to May. To Geegan.
Man, that was,
holy cow!
What a sequence there.
Buchanan, the big center for the Purples going up for the two-hand slam, and Fant threw it back. You won't see a bigger play than that. Maybe the rest of the year, Ryan Cummings.
I'll tell you what, that was a nice pass by Geegan. I thought Geegan kind of split the defense. I didn't know if Fant had a chance to get back, but
Shanklin shooting the technicals. The first one on the way. Rolls it out. The big technical on the senior guard, Darius Clement. He had an opportunity to get away from that referee. He didn't do it, Ryan. It happened right in front of us.
He gave him 3 chances.
He did. Second shot is good. 64-62. You hate to see it for Darius. He's taking up for his teammate. But you got to know when. All kinds of contact. No call. They get across the line. Johnson takes the shot. I don't know what that's all about. Purples have a chance to tie. Disney open. Drives in. Back to May for 3. No good. May with the rebound. No good. Gets his own rebound. Lays it up and good. 3 seconds. Vic.
Double overtime. This gym is going nuts.
I would never second guess a player, but what was Norman doing shooting the ball with 20 seconds to go?
You got to make them foul you in that situation.
I know Coach Riley will be discussing that. Wow. The Purples had 3 chances on that one and cashed in on the 3rd one.
I'll tell you what, give a lot of credit to Peter May there. That's a lot of effort.
He missed got
He
it
had 3
back.
shots at it. He was the one that took all 3 shots, and that third time was the charm for him there.
Absolutely.
I thought the Dragons had a good opportunity to get a shot there at the end and kind of beat the press and didn't really attack the basket like you would have liked to have seen them there.
Well, we're going to take a quick timeout and take a breather. Whew. Hang on to your hat, folks. Back to Purple's gym. Double overtime. Back in a moment. Well, here we go. This is the third tip of the night between two D1 signees.
They're one apiece tonight, too.
B. Hannon and Fant. We're going to do it again. Ball in the air, controlled by Bowling Green. Darius Clement comes down with it. They're going to get a block. That could have went either way. Darius had his hand up on his shoulder.
Yeah, that was...
That could have went either way right there, Ryan.
Yeah, that was a lot of contact. You know there was a whistle going to be blown at that point, but Shanklin was moving. I guess that's why they got that one the way they did.
Rashid wanted a bonus, and he's wiping the floor.
He must have known it was going to go in.
What's he doing out here? That's the craziest thing I've seen all night, man.
They must have thought it was 2 shots, but that was on the floor.
The shot was good by Darius. 65-64 Purples. Second shot, ball in the air. No good. A rebound, Vic Smith. Shanklin on the move for the Dragons. He loses it. It'll go off the Purple. It'll stay Warren Central's basketball. 3:48 to go in the second overtime of this game. Vic Smith back to Cortez Barber. Over to Shanklin. They're chasing Shanklin, trying to double team every chance they get. Back to Cortez Barber. Norman Johnson Jr. back to Shanklin. Shanklin pulls up for the jumper, air ball.
A little strong there.
Behannon has it. Here the Purples are on the move. Kicks it out to Disney. Long three. No good. The rebound
there by
Fant.
Fant. That was a good effort there by Peter May again. Had a chance to get a rebound, but Fant just pulled it away from him.
I tell you what, I've been impressed with Peter May.
He really has been.
He's a soccer guy. Didn't play last year. This year, he's really made an impact on this Purples team, Ryan.
Yeah, he's really been the heart and soul of their team tonight, I feel like.
Fant misses a short jumper inside the free throw line. 2:50 to go. Purples by 1, 65-64. Egan drives in. A little bit of trouble, kicks it out to Darius Clement, top of the key. Turnover. Norman Johnson Jr. That should be a reach-in foul. That's unbelievable. He goes all the way across his body. I don't know how that wasn't a foul.
Yeah, the only thing I can think is the players really beat the referees down the court on that one. These referees, 2 overtimes, they may be sucking a little bit of wind.
Behannon gets it off to Disney. Backdoor cut. 67-64. Bowling Green. 2 minutes to go in the contest. Coach Riley will take a timeout. He'll take a full timeout. We will too. Back in a moment.
Double overtime now.
This is a big possession right here, right?
Yeah, it really is. 2 minutes to go. The Purple's got a 3-point lead, 67-64. Warren Central's really got a couple of nice possessions out of timeouts here. The first part of this game, and it'll be interesting to see what they do here.
Barber has it on the left side, back to Shanklin. Tough place to give it to him. The screen by Fant. Bledsoe kicks it out to Donovan. Over to Barber. Dribbles in, back to Donovan. Goes all the way in with the right hand, no good. Rebound, Peter May. Boy, he's played a big game tonight.
He really has.
Him along with other seniors like Austin Disney. And of course, Shane Behannon. George never left him, and I don't know why the count stopped.
Yeah, when he blew the whistle, I thought he had a 5-second call. But Behannon kind of dribbled himself into the floor there and picks up a foul on Fant, which will be number 3.
All right.
Still will only be one in the bonus here for Behannon. So
one in the bonus for Shane Behannon. 1:20 to go in the contest. The Purples lead by 3, 67-64. Good. Looked a little long, but it was able to go in.
He found its way in that time.
68-64. This is big.
Big free throw here. Minute 20 to go. Chance to give the Purples a 5-point lead.
Second shot for Behannon. Ball in the air. Short. Rebound, Fant.
Still just a 4-point game.
Shanklin takes it across the timeline. Gives it off to Cortez Barber. Over to Shanklin. Shanklin with the 3. No good. Rebound, Fant. Barber has it. Puts it up. No good. Bledsoe with the putback.
Get a timeout. Quick timeout there by Coach Riley.
A big block by Shane Behannon. Bledsoe comes down with it and lays it off the glass for 2. And we have a timeout. I didn't see. It's a full timeout.
Full timeout, it looks like, but
Purples by 2, 68-66. 52.4 seconds to go. We'll be back in a moment. All right, for the Dragons, we got Johnson, Barber, Fant, Vic Smith, and Shanklin. For the Purples, May, Disney, Geegan, Clement, and Behannon. Here we go. 52.4 seconds. Looks like they were trying to steal our foul. Geegan. Disney, they beat the press, and Disney gets the 2. Back to 4-point game. Barber. Oh, wow. A block by Disney. Good play. A big play by Austin Disney. .9 seconds to go. Dragons trail by 4. Big Smith has it. Oh, bad pass.
Yeah, I didn't know if they were going to catch that one, but
bad pass by Vic trying to get it to Fant.
Yeah, Behannon kind of snuck right around there, and it ended up looking like Vic threw it right to Behannon.
Cortez Barber will inbound. 27 seconds to go. They can't miss around too long. Shanklin has it. Pulls up for the three. Yeah! Big three by Jordan Shanklin. And the Dragons trail by 1.
That may be the most space he's seen all night to get a shot off, and boy, when he got it, he nailed it. 70-69 now, the Purples lead. 19.9 seconds to go. This has been one heck of a ball game.
And that was the last timeout for Warren Central. It's a full timeout. We'll take a break. Stay tuned. This thing is going to be wild. 19.9 seconds to go. The Purples by 1. 70-69. Back in a moment. All right, here we go. Wild finished. Hang on, everybody. Double overtime at Purple's Gym. Austin Disney to inbounds. Gets it into Darius Clement. He's fouled by Shanklin. 2 seconds go off the clock.
Yep. We're going to see
the senior. Let's see if he can atone
Correction. Foul is on Jordan Shanklin.
for the technical earlier that his teammates bailed him out on.
that's Jordan Shanklin's 4th.
Limit at the line, shooting 2.
Here we go. 2 shots now. Ball up in the air. No good. Well, this second one becomes a big one. No timeouts for the Dragons. 17.9 seconds. Purples by 1. 70-69. Second shot for Darius Clement. Ball in the air. Short. Rebound by Behannon. Lays it up. No good. Knocked around. It should be 65 and it is.
I thought they easily could have fouled Behannon out twice there on an over the back.
I thought he's over the back 2 times. No call.
But they do give the ball to the Dragons.
I know that's shocking. But Behannon knocked it loose from Fant, and the Dragons got a shot to win this thing.
Donovan Halsell checks back into the game for the Dragons.
Fant's got it. Here we go. Off to Donovan. To Barber. 3 seconds. A blind foul. Looks like on Tyson Halcomb.
2.4 seconds to go. We'll have Barber at the line. 2 shots. Chance to tie it with the first one and a chance to win it with the second one. We'll see what he can do here.
The foul was on Tyson Halcomb, the senior, for Bowling Green. 2 shots coming for Cortez Barber. First one in the air. Good.
Tie ball game. 70 all.
70-70.
And we got D.G. Sherrill calls a full timeout there, trying to kind of almost like icing the kicker in football. He's going to try to ice Cortez Barber.
DG's not happy, but I'll tell you, big fella, your man was over the back twice. He could have been called right there.
I tell you, I don't know if I've ever seen Sherrill pick up a technical, but that was.
Oh, he never gets one.
That looked like it was pretty close. That was a pretty heated discussion.
Well, I think one of the players, Geegan, kind of got him by the arm and spun him out of there.
Yep. Tell you, this has been one heck of a
It's
ball
been a
game.
great game. Both sides have played their backsides off. A great game, and you wouldn't expect anything less.
Now, District 14 has always been a good site for basketball, and tell you what, these 2 teams have not disappointed us here tonight.
This game's almost approaching 2 hours, Ryan. I don't know if I got another overtime in me. Let's hit this free throw.
Yeah, let's see what we can do here. Dragon fans going a little bit crazy behind us. And,
I hope this rail don't go. It's making me nervous.
yeah, if we do, we're gonna be piggybacking about 30 kids here. It looks like.
Somebody stand up. All right. 2.4 seconds. The Barber at the line shooting the second shot. All tied up at 70. and we're in double overtime. D.G. Sherrill trying to ice him down. Let's see if the senior can knock one more through. The crowd going crazy for the Purples. Second shot. Ball in the air. No good. Behannon has it. Long three.
No good.
Off the back window. We're going to the third overtime. Unbelievable. Nobody wants to go home, Ryan Cummings.
I tell you, I said I had a feeling we might have overtime, but I wouldn't feel it this. So, listen, man, I tell you what, these two teams all season have been pretty even. We read the stats at the very beginning of the night, a couple hours ago.
Almost identical.
Almost identical, and the game has really played out that way. I tell you, there's a few interesting things you still have going on. You got Shane Behannon with 4 fouls. You also have Jordan Shanklin with 4 fouls.
Right. Well, I'll be honest with you. I think it'd be a bigger miss if Behannon went out.
Yeah, if you
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Shanklin is the straw that stirs the Dragons' drink for sure.
It'll be interesting to see how this third overtime plays out. I tell you, both teams have got to be exhausted. They haven't subbed nearly as much in these overtimes.
No. Just like last year at, in the region final, the bench shrinks down in this kind of game.
Yeah, it really does. And I'll tell you, it'll be, both teams, really got to gut this out. Which team really guts it out is the one that's going to pull this thing out. Whether it's, who knows when this game's going to end. But
well, I tell you, Ryan, when it was 68-64 and they missed a free throw that would have put them up by 5, that was huge.
And then Jordan Shanklin made a huge 3.
Yes, he did.
That makes that second free throw by Barber, a little less pressurized there. He would have needed both. If not for the 3, he would have needed both of those.
I tell you what, when it left his hand, I thought it was going down.
I did too.
We're going to tip it for the 4th time. Here we go. This time, the Dragons control. Jordan Shanklin across the timeline to Cortez Barber. Back to Shanklin. Knotted up at 70. Over to Donovan Hazel. Back to Barber. Shanklin has it. He's going to dribble in. Gets it out to Donovan. Over to Cortez. Vic Smith has it right side. Back to Shanklin. Well, they're playing great defense on Jordan all night long.
They're not giving him much space at all, and they're sagging in there on George Fant as well.
I want to see him get it to George. See what he can do with the big guy. He's got 4 fouls, Behannon.
Tell you what, the Dragons taking over a minute, or almost a minute off the clock here.
Well, both teams will be in the double bonus on the fouls the rest of the way. The Dragons have taken 1 minute off the clock. 3 minutes to go now. Vic Smith has it. Dribbles in, kicks it back out to Donovan Hazel. Over to Cortez Barber.
Dragons showing some patience here.
Vic wants to go in, puts it up. No good. Got a great shot.
Yeah, that's kind of his kind of shot, but
wasn't able to connect. 2:37 to go in this third overtime. We're all knotted up at 70. Darius Clement has it right side, guarded by Barber. Over to Shane Behannon. Fans on him. Well, they shortened the game a bunch, ain't they?
Yeah, they really have.
We're approaching the 2-minute mark here. Behannon has it right side. Let's see if he's going to drive. He kicks it back out to Disney. Look at here. Both teams are going to take a minute off the clock in their first possession.
Yeah, excellent defense, really. For being this late in the game, a lot of times you see a defensive breakdown, but neither team has had that.
Not yet. Under 2 minutes to go now in this third overtime. They're content. Don't dribble it off your foot. Boy, that'd be awful. That's the one thing I worry about when a player's doing that, because he's looking out and seeing if somebody's getting loose. We're down to a minute 35. Finally, the Purples go into an offense. Lost the ball. Should be, I thought it was going over to Warren Central.
Fant must have been on the line when he made that. It looked like he was about to make a steal. Must have been on the line when he made contact with the ball.
We're down to a minute 32 already. Nobody scored. Central took one shot. Bowling Green hasn't taken one yet. Darius goes into the paint, puts it up, throws it away. He tried to get a cut and Behannon.
Okay, good effort by Behannon there.
Uh-oh, he went hard on his wrist. I hope he's okay.
Comes up shaking it, but
The Dragons get it into Donovan Hansel, a minute 20 to go. Donovan's going to have to get it up, and he does. Over to Fant. This is the craziest overtime I've seen. One shot. Actually, no shots.
yeah.
No, well, one shot for Central, none for Bowling Green.
Yeah, Vic Smith missed that runner in the lane.
We're under a minute. Disney goes down.
Looks like the Dragons are going to try to hold this thing for one.
Well, he's reaching in. I'm surprised they didn't call that on Disney. They give it up to Shanklin. Shanklin's going to go in, lays it up. They stopped the clock for some reason. Now it's running. 72-70. Behannon off the window. Good. 72 up. All of a sudden, it's crazy. Hold the ball.
20 seconds to go. Tie ball game.
16. Over to Vic Smith. 72 up. Block. Hansel gets it back. Oh, no good. They got a shot. Puts it up. Behannon. No good.
4 overtimes. What a ball game. No points. 2 points each scored. Behannon got the layup and Jordan Shanklin got the layup.
Unbelievable, sports fans.
4 overtimes now.
We're going to the 4th overtime.
72 all.
I don't know about you, but I want a raise after this game.
I tell you what, I thought that ball that Donovan Hansel threw at the rim was going to fall in there. That thing hit back rim.
It did.
Woo. Man, I'm telling you what.
I tell you, Behannon's really playing D.
He really
He's
is.
got 4 fouls, a huge block on Donovan. He got it back and he
Coming
threw
on the
up the
help
long
side.
3. I thought Donovan had a clear look at that one, and Shane Behannon comes out of nowhere with the block.
Yeah, it was an athletic play.
Nobody wants to lose this game, that's for sure. We're going to take a quick break. Overtime number 4 coming up. 72 all. Back in a moment. Man, you think I was playing, Ryan? I'm shaking like a leaf.
I know. This is one intense atmosphere here. Both teams' fans have stayed in this game, and I'll tell you what.
It's been a wonderful contest.
Both teams really have played with class and a lot of effort.
The 5th tip. Hey, Central wins the tip battle, 3-2. Let's see if they can win the game. Barber has it at the H. Oh! Turnover.
Thought he had Hansel coming, and Hansel tried to go back door, and just a miscommunication there for the Dragons.
Disney inbounds the Darius Clement. He's going to walk it up. I don't blame him. I'm sure he's exhausted.
Both teams got to be really, showing some fatigue at this point.
Scooter Hollis has it over to Behannon. Behannon has 4 fouls. Gives it back to Hollis. Over to Darius. They pull it out. Minute 20 to go here in the 4th overtime. Speaking of that, what about Allen County going to 5 overtimes the other night? Was that against Monroe?
I think it was Monroe, yeah.
That was nuts. Steal! No, they get it back, Bowling Green. They see Disney in the corner, can't get it away. The Dragons are turning up the pressure. Long 3. Good. Hollis hasn't really done anything score-wise all night. But hits the big 3. Fant goes up. He's going to draw the foul, maybe on Hunter.
It's either on Hunter or Behannon, so.
It'll be on Hunter. And it is.
Yeah, you're not gonna see that one called on Bohannon.
Not with the 14th district referees. All I can tell you is thank God last year we had different region referees. Because I'm not sure they'd have called either foul on Bohannon in the overtimes. Fan at the line shooting 2. First shot up, off the iron, rolls it in.
It's a nice roll there.
75-73 Purples.
We got Nay Walker and Norman Johnson checking back in here.
It's been a long time since you've seen Nay Walker. Barber's taking a rest. He looks very tired.
He looks worn out over there.
Second shot for Fant. Ball in the air, no good. Rebound, Shane Bohannon. Almost a steal by Walker. Bohannon dribbles it up. Tough shot. Fant was all over him. He kissed her off the window for 2.
Riley's going to take a timeout here.
And the Dragons are down 4. 77-73. 2:33 to go in the fourth overtime.
This overtime's been a little bit different than the last one.
A little more active on the offensive end. We'll be back in a moment.
Shanklin.
Okay, welcome back to Purple's Gym. Overtime number 4. This round 3 has been a bruiser, ain't it?
It really has. Both teams, have got to be a little worn out. I know I'm worn out, and I haven't even stepped on.
I'll tell you what, we'll take a page out of boxing. It looks like Balboa and Creed going at it from the Rocky movie. 73 for the Dragons, 77 for the Purples. Central has it. Shanklin lost the handle, gets it back. Barber goes in, lays it up, no good. Knocked around, and Bowling Green comes down with it. Wow, I thought Barber had that for sure. Rimmed right out of there on him. Still by Fant. Lay it in, George. Two-hitter slam. He picked his pocket.
Picked behind his pocket. Tim Riley wants another timeout.
No, the ball's rolling around. So they're going to get a stop in the action.
They're going to get Vic Smith back in.
77-75. Bowling Green Purples by 2. 2:01 to go. They get into Jalen Hunter. Back to Hollis. Almost a steal by Donovan. Watch the line right there. Whoa. Egan almost fell out of bounds. He's able to get the timeout.
That's a smart play by a senior there.
At the minute 52 mark, the Purples take the timeout.
Big play.
It looks like a full.
Big play by Fant there to get that steal and the dunk.
Oh, absolutely. Picked Bohannon's pocket, went in for the two-handed slam. We'll take a quick break as well. Back in a moment. It seems like we've been here 3 hours now.
Yeah, it's been we're almost called 2 games now.
No, it's a little over 2 hours this contest has been going. And they're going to inbound the basketball right in front of our table.
It'll be Scooter Hollis taking it out of bounds here.
Gets it into Darius. The senior guarded by senior Cortez Barber. Back to Scooter Hollis right side. Guarded by Donovan.
Being patient.
We're under a minute 40. They get it down into Behannon. Takes a little jumper. No good. Rebound Fant. Gets it up to Barber. Oh, picked the pocket. I thought Barber would have had a layup. Great play. It looked like maybe Hollis got his hand in there.
Yeah, somebody got a hand on it and knocked it loose. I wasn't sure who it was, but I know Scooter Hollis was right there. That was a big rebound by Fant, but
that's a double. I'll tell you what, George Fant has played some serious defense on Behannon.
it really has.
That's several turnovers where they've been locked up one-on-one.
Riley enters the game for Warren.
And no matter what happens in this game, that block down there on the dunk was one of the best defensive plays I've ever seen.
There's been a lot of signature moments in this game tonight.
Almost a steal by Hollis. Vic Smith will bring it up under a minute. Dragons trail by 2. Over to Drake Riley, long 3.
No.
Air ball. That's it. Jordan Shanklin, Johnny on the spot. Gets the rebound from the air ball from Drake Riley. Lays it in, and he's fouled. Looks like Geegan will pick up the personal. That's his second. Both teams are in the double bonus, as you know. And Jordan Shanklin will go to the line trying to give the Dragons a 1-point lead. Ball in the air, no good. Knocked around.
It'd be blue ball.
It went off. I think it might have been Hollis.
Yeah, it looked like he had a chance at the rebound and could not control it.
And Warren Central inbound it down there in the corner by their bench.
Good hustle there by Shanklin. I'm glad it, I'm sure the Dragons are glad that he didn't touch that ball.
The Barber will inbound. They're trying to get it to Shanklin, and they do. Back to Donovan. One dribble, gets it over Cortez Barber. All tied up. What's new, guys? We've been tied up all night.
Been close. Been a close ball game the entire night.
33 seconds to go. 77 all. Whoa, dangerous pass. Vic Smith has it. Gets it to Cortez Barber. Dribbles in. Lays it off the glass. He got it. The Dragons lead by 2. Oh my gosh. They call a foul on Vic Smith.
I can't believe that.
I can't either.
In an overtime, a 4 overtime game, I'll tell you.
I think Behannon sold him on that one. The big D1 signee will be shooting 2 for the purple.
And listen to this crowd. It's a loud crowd's been all night.
Here we go. 2 shots for Behannon. Ball in the air. Good. The senior knocks down the first one.
I'll tell you what, that's a big free throw.
It is.
With the way this crowd was going.
17 and a half seconds. Warren Central by 1. Behannon at the line. Shooting 1. Second shot, ball in the air. Good. Knocks them both down.
Bowling Green will call a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout there.
2 big shots by Shane Behannon. You got to take your hat off to the big fella for Bowling Green.
Tie ball game, 79 all, 17 and a half seconds. It'll be the Dragons' ball.
Here we go. Stay tuned, folks. Hopefully we can get a winner, and hopefully it's the Dragons. Be back in a moment. All right. The student body behind us was raising Cain and Behannon knocked him down.
He really did 2 big free throws. You got to give a lot of credit to Behannon.
Yes,
there.
you do. Great player. Great player. And he'll be some kind of asset for the Louisville Cardinals next year.
It'll be interesting to see what the Dragons draw up here, 17 and a half seconds. You know, you think they're going to have to hold for 1 shot if they can.
Well, I tell you what, you remember last time they cleared out with Fant, and he was able to run it up. They're going to put it in Shanklin's hands. That's a good place to put it. Double team. There's a steal. Shanklin fouls.
That'll be 5 on Shanklin, it looks like.
Foul is on Jordan Shanklin of the Dragons. That is his 5th and final foul.
Shanklin will foul out of the game. A bad pass. A great steal by Geegan.
Yeah, well, the Dragons had a timeout there. You would have liked to see them maybe call that, but
Number 20, Norman.
you know, that's all kind of all happened real fast there. Shanklin was retreating dribble and, you know, still had a few seconds to go, so.
They come with the double team, and Jordan got up in the air and he passed it, and Geegan made a great play for the Purples. Geegan at the line shooting 2. First one up. No good. Missed it long. Here we go. Everybody got a block out here. The senior guard, number 12, Geegan, comes up. Here comes the second one. Ball in the air. No good. Rebound Dragons. They're going to dribble down. There's a foul. That should be intentional. That should be intentional, folks. They tackled Norman Johnson Jr. I mean, 2 guys ran right over the top of him. This refereeing crew has no guts if they don't call that intentional.
There wasn't really much of an attempt made on the ball there.
That is terrible.
Norman Johnson.
You know, they're going to call that foul on Vic, and they're going to let something go there. 2 shots coming to Norman Johnson Jr. Ball in the air. Yeah!
Tell you what, that's a big free throw.
Huge!
That kind of makes up a little bit for
That early shot he took.
that seems like forever ago.
A long time ago.
That seems like a couple of games ago at this point.
You had a bunch of clapping in my mic. Guess what? That's me. Go Dragons. 80-79, Ryan.
What a game. Big rebound there. Cortez Barber with a beautiful pass to find Johnson under the goal. You know, they got that long rebound on the free throw and really beat the Purples down the floor.
They did.
Johnson just took a hellacious shot. Oh, man.
I still say it should have been intentional.
The step up there.
Which would have changed the ending because you get the free throws in the ball.
Yeah, you would have liked to have seen, something called there, but I'll tell you what.
I'm just glad they called the foul. At least they got that one.
That's a lot of guts after the huge foul there. I mean, he took a shot to step up and make that free throw. That takes a lot of guts by Norman Johnson. He'll have another one here.
Here we go.
80-79.
3.3, Ryan.
3.3.
And we're in our 4th overtime, right? There've been so many. I got to keep up. Johnson at the line, trying to give the Dragons a 2-point lead. Second shot up. Good.
Got a sub.
81-79, Warren Central. Scooter Hollis will inbound. Make sure nobody gets beat deep, and there they go. Gonna throw it long. Donovan Hoffman.
That'll be the game.
I thought they called the foul. I heard a whistle blow. And the Dragons win, 81-79. The high jump champ takes it away. I thought I heard a whistle, didn't you?
I could have swore that I heard something, but At that point, the crowd's going wild. That thing could have come from the stands for all I know, but I'll tell you, that was a heck of a game.
And the Dragons are winning! That's all you need to know right there, folks. 81-79 in 4 overtimes. The Dragons win the 14th District Championship. We'll be back. We'll tell you who made All District in a moment.
Bowling Green Purple.
All right, back to Purple's gym. What about, Ryan?
Purple's really put forth a good effort tonight. 4 overtime game. It's one of the best got to be one of the best district finals of all time.
It's got to be.
2011 District 14 champion.
14 champs.
Warren Central Dragons.
I tell you something, Ryan. I'm going to be selfish. You got to see round 4 with these 2 teams at Diddle.
Yep.
You got to.
You would expect that at least, unless one of the other teams hiccups.
You never know. 2 years ago, the Dragons beat the Purples twice, and then they got upset by Russell County and cleared the way, in my mind, for the Purples because, in the 2 wins that year, we really did beat them pretty, not soundly, but pretty good.
Yep.
But, hopefully, like I said, I'm going to be biased. Both these teams are great. The Purples, you can't say enough about them, and our own Dragons.
I'll tell you what else, too. Both these teams look exhausted hanging out here.
District 14.
Yeah, they do.
Academic team. Based on criteria that each player.
Oh, this is the all academic team.
GPA.
All right, they're going to do the all-academic team. We're going to step away, and we'll be back in a moment. Coach Tim Riley joined us. Coach, how in the world did you stay in that one, brother?
I don't know. You know what? A lot of times a game like that's over with. I don't even remember what all happened. I was just like possession to possession.
It was crazy, Coach. It was, sitting over here, it was nuts. I can't imagine what you
It just you go back and, I had to ask was it 4 or 3 overtimes. I just had to ask Norm Haney that. I didn't remember if it was 4 or 3.
From Greenwood.
But just a crazy game. I really think, like I told Coach D.G. Sherrill after the game, I said, Coach, y'all weren't 11 points better than us at our place, and we would definitely weren't 21 points better than him. It's a very even matchup between the 2 of us. Very even.
I tell you what, have you ever played or you ever coached in a 4 overtime game?
No, I haven't.
And I wonder if this is the first time we've ever had it in 14th District. I know Patrick Edmonds will have to look that up for us.
If anybody will find it,
he will. Well, Coach, before you go, tell me about Norman Johnson Jr.
Well, what I'm really happy about is Norman took that shot.
Oh, I know. And my heart about fell out of my chest.
Yeah, I took that shot. It was a bad shot. And for him to come back and make those 2 free throws, that was great.
It was awesome.
It was good for him. I mean, it's good for him because, he's going to go home and feel like the GOAT if he didn't do that.
That's right.
But now he gets to go home and feel good about it.
Coach, just a wonderful win. Congratulations on it.
Well, I mean, it's a district championship.
It is.
And Bowling Green doesn't play for district championships, and neither do we.
That's right.
That's
right.
where our program, their program's at, and that's where our program's at. And so, being that it was such a close game, I'm not sure that gives either one of us an advantage.
That's right.
The last time.
Well, Coach, I'll tell you something. I equated this game to Apollo Creed and Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
Because that's what it looked like on the floor.
Yep.
I mean, just 2 heavyweights slugging it out.
Yep.
Congratulations on the big win, Coach.
All right.
Appreciate the time.
Bye-bye.
That's Coach Tim Riley. The district championship goes over to Warren Central High School, but as Coach Riley said, that's not what we're all about at Warren Central. We're out about region championships, and our Dragons will get a chance to do that next week, Brian, at Dill Arena. Wow, what a game. We're going to take a break right now, and we'll be back in a moment, hopefully with the all-district team. Back in a moment.
Boys basketball.
Okay. Well, we had a couple all-staters academic from the Dragons. We had Drake Riley.
Cortez Barber.
We had Adam Bradley. Congratulations to them. And I know Scooter Hollis made it all-state academically for the Purples.
Darius Barnett.
And the first all-district member is number 3 from Warren Central, Cortez Barber. The second one was, I believe he's number 2. Barnett from Warren East.
From Warren East, yeah.
That's a good young ball player. I believe he's a sophomore. I don't know if he's here tonight or
here
not.
He comes.
Here he comes. Congratulations to the young man.
From South Warren, Josh Bartley.
From South Warren, the junior, Josh Bartley. Fine young fella, Josh is. Congratulations to him. We're going to stay right here and give you each one as they call it.
From Bowling Green, Shane Bohannon.
From the Purples, as expected, the big man, number 21, Shane Bohannon. I tell you what,
Bowling Green, Darius Clement.
Darius Clement, fine young fellow, the senior, very deserving of this
From
all-district.
Bowling Green, Austin Disley. From South Warren, Lane Embry.
Austin Disney will make it as well. It's good to see him playing. Last year he had that knee injury when he was at Greenwood.
From Warren Central,
Another one
George
is
Fant.
Lane Embry from South Warren.
There's the big man, George Fant, getting recognized.
Absolutely. Big number 4, the senior forward, George Fant.
From Bowling Green, Mike Geegan.
For Bowling Green, number 12, Mike Geegan. I tell you what, at one point in this game, I thought he had the play of the game.
I did too.
Scooter Hollis.
From the Purples, number 22, Scooter Hollis. That's 5 for Bowling Green.
Wes Johnson.
I tell you what, that junior, Wes Johnson from Greenwood,
The
just made it.
lefty stroke.
I tell you what, he's a fine player.
Yeah, I really was impressed with him.
I
in the game that I
was.
saw.
From Warren Central, Jordan Shanklin.
From Warren Central, number 1 on his back. Number 1 in your hearts if you're a Dragon faithful, Jordan Shanklin makes it.
From Warren East, Dalton Whitney.
Warren East, I believe that's Dalton Whitney.
believe that may be
He may not be here tonight. I don't know.
maybe the end of it here.
Well, I should hope we get more than 3 on this thing. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Greenwood, Jeff Wittoon.
Oh,
Jeff
Wittoon.
Wittoon, I tell you what, he's a tough one, man. I like the way he plays. The junior forward for the Gators, doubles up as their quarterback as well. Solid player.
And one more round of applause for the 2010-2011 All-District team.
Well, that's the all-district team right there, folks. And we're gonna try to get a player of the game if we can. I don't know if it'll be a player of the game, but we will try to get somebody over here. Maybe Norman Johnson Jr. to walk us through those big free throws. We'll be back in a moment. Hey, I think they're playing a prank on us. Cody Stumbo was the last member. I don't know how it works out, but let me tell you, there's a couple of guys sliding on the Dragon side. That's all we'll say about that. We'll be back with a player in a moment. All right, we're courtside with my favorite boxer name. You need to be a boxer. Norman Johnson Jr. How you doing, big guy?
Doing good.
Hey, walk me through that open field tackle that the Purples laid on you, and then you had to go to the line. Let's talk about that.
I was trying to go up, then they just tagged me. I thought I was playing football for a second.
Well, walk me through the free throws, because 2 bigger free throws you may never hit again in your career for the Dragons.
Yeah. I just knew I had to do it for my team, so I took all that yelling out my head, so I just did it for my team.
Well, you did great. We were discussing the jumper out of the corner. Coach Riley touched on it. He knew he wanted you to do something big,
Yeah.
After missing the jumper, and they were able to tie it. And, boy, did you pick a big spot to come through.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations on the big win. 4 overtimes. I'm sure you never done that before, have you?
No, sir.
Well, y'all did great. Congratulations. We'll see you at Dill Arena.
Yeah.
And let's bring home a 4th region championship.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's Norman Johnson Jr., junior guard, at the game-winning free throws for the Dragons. That's going to do it from Purple's Gym.